Right, so we're back again with drinks.
Cheers.
The question was, about Boston. You remember the concert? First they were throwing turf.
Yeah, sod.
Instruments, sod, Then
Sure.
the big,
Then there were these giant...
apocalyptic, aggressive Armageddon took place, and the whole place got torn apart. It was fantastic.
That show was the wildest of all of them. Actually, we had the most amount of sod and earth and grass and whatever thrown at us in Detroit for some reason. I don't remember the name of that place. And then that Boston show had the most bonfires. There were 3 giant bonfires going on in back. And so what these kids were doing was there was a retaining fence, that they erected in the back, and it was all wood. And so they were just dismantling that and throwing it into the bonfire. But, that Lollapalooza, we couldn't possibly have asked for a better situation for us, because if you think about it, there were some great bands on that show. And the show started maybe at 2 o'clock or something like this. And so I think we went on at 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30, maybe a little earlier. But it was at dusk. So, the kids who were there, they'd been there for 6 hours already. And so there was a certain ebb and flow that happens, throughout the whole thing. Kids get tired and, the sun's beating down on you and what have you. And so then, and it's daylight for the whole thing. Sure. And then all of a sudden, when we came on, we were able to actually have a light show, that had some impact because, the sun was setting. So not only that, but we were willing to pay the fine to play louder than you were allowed to play.
Great.
And I don't think other bands were willing to do that.
Actually, they tore the place apart. And it was right at dusk, and then it was really darker after all the sod hit the ground and all the smoke was created. And it was scared the hell out of me. I was 19 or something like this, and I was scared. But anyway, back to another question. Politics in your music, message that you're trying to get across. Do you have something to say to the people who are going to be watching this interview, something that you want them to realize about the music, or something that you hope that they can understand by the new album, or is there something specifically?
Well, I think that there really isn't anything new as far as what Ministry is trying to say on this record. It's the notion, it's twofold, basically. One is that nothing gets done unless you do it. And the other thing is that you have to satisfy yourself. And because you're not living your life for anybody else. I mean, ultimately, who gives a shit what you do? It's up to you if you had a good time or not. You see what I'm saying? And I think that is empowering. Those concepts empower you to make decisions that are satisfying to yourself. And hopefully they will be creatively intriguing, to get you to do stuff that you wouldn't necessarily do. And what I'm talking about is doing things aside from drinking beer and watching television, and smoking pot or whatever. Doing that shit just takes time away from actually achieving something.
Great.
So, in a roundabout way, that's it. I don't know, the Ministry belief, if you will, is to do something. How else can I put it? Get off your ass and do something. And that includes, in America, so many people don't vote and they don't have a fucking clue. Well, you have to be involved in politics. It's retarded. You have to be. That is what our society is built on. Sure, there's corruption in the United States, just like everywhere, but you still have to do whatever you can. It all adds up. Right? I know that so many people are completely dissatisfied, disenfranchised. They don't feel that they're a part of what's going on, but that's, I think, in many ways, it's because they choose not to be involved. And I don't mean that you have to dedicate your life to a cause or anything like that. Just whatever it is, just do something. Let people know that you have a fucking opinion. Turn off the fucking television and read a book. Read a fucking newspaper, whatever. So, That comes with age. Actually, you realize that you know you have to do something. You know. So.
Oh, fantastic. Paul, I thank you for the interview.
Oh yeah, sure, my pleasure.
We're holding you back from your concert here.
Well, you know, I don't know how much time we have. You know, Raging Speed.
Yeah, sure.
I want to see those guys. I saw some of their set last night, and it was pretty cool.
Cool. You had fun in Amsterdam too? You like the city?
Yeah, I enjoy Amsterdam a lot, and not for the most obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. We were there this weekend. We had a great time.
Oh yeah,
so
cool.
Fantastic. Gut, so, das ist der Dr. Dark noch wieder, ja, schon wieder. Und ja, das war ein super Interview mit Paul Barker von Ministry. Und ja, das neue Platte ist jetzt, kommt jetzt diese Woche raus. Und ja, das ist einfach toll. Und danke schon. Und ja, schon